fuck? His grin stretches from ear to ear. You mean it? That's so great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She hugged you tight before pulling a cracker with her little brother. Your grandma watches him proudly. You try not to think about how you're going to find the money for the trip. Merry Christmas, sweetheart. That's all you can say. Well, son of a bitch. I probably went bankrupt. A welcome windfall? You're leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls out your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advanced logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passport for approval. See, if I didn't have my passport, I couldn't do this. We can now confirm their recipient and validation for new assets and wealth redemption scheme. Hopefully this will make the last month of arguments with Sam worth it. As such, it are my pleasure to enclose a sheet which we hope you will see as a symbol not only of our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. Throbbing with fresh speed and juice, paper cut is the only reason you can believe you're awake. Oh, a check? That's what you spell check? What the fuck? A sizable one at that. This was right. Advance really are worth redistributing well. We will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation's people. Forward together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burdens lessens slightly as less. My thing says, what is money? At least I'm not poor as broke. Oh, I'm comfortable. Why does it zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year, you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages. Finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling you to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers. The National Nightly News team is working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fear. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags in the back. Look, I understand my wife will understand. But like, we were poor. Sorry, honey. Sigh heavily. You're going to go, aren't you? The voice behind you makes you whip around. You nod simply. I get it. Your family has always been your priority, but sometimes work has to come first. You should go. Sam pulls you close and holds you tight. A wave of gratitude washes over you. You unpack in disappointment. Yes! 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 That was the right choice. Holy fuck. That was the right choice. That was the right choice. That was the right choice. I'm actually happy. I was scared. Holy fuck. I was scared so much. I thought she would just like say fuck you. You put work first instead of your family. No. She didn't. Everything's good. Oh, is that me trying to, like, get the zipper off? Things are looking up. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of corporation? Join the advanced go-getters today! Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs a flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can... Huh? So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us all home after. So you won't have to do anything. Well, that's all the information he gave me was it doesn't really say anything, does it? But how do I know? Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. I hope. Why'd you have to say it like that? A profitable partnership. Oh no. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, that same as taken to doing recently. Most of it is usual rubbish. But a letter with the increasingly familiar advanced logo and urgent respond immediately. Oh no. Plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Where? Where does it say this? I want to know. Why is it... What the fuck? Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the advanced government has taken another step forward in our fight for equality. By nationalizing the largest private corporation and redistributing their resources among the citizens, this great country, the Partnership Bond Program ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You'll remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions, chosen by advanced for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns of this public trading cannot be guaranteed. Oh dear. Fuck. Let's read this carefully. Eye of the beholder, incorporated whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or culture, we see the beauty in all of our customers. Neil's Deals, limited. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Corp. Our business is your pleasure. From sport to travel or even just some you time. You can't say a pleasure without leisure. Anyone have like a good answer for me? Scope! Scop! Scop, I see you. You can't hide. I see you, Scop. I see you. You can't hide from me. I spotted you again, Scop. I spotted you again. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, let's go with Neil. Neil Steel Limited, but that says limited. Business is your pleasure. One sport you travel or even just some new time. That's Neil Steel. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You will receive a report from your partnership in 3 to 6 working months. Seems even advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental... What the fuck? Of governmental shit. The future of this nation and its partnership forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much of an influence could you have? A teenage rebellion. Oh, fuck. Let me get to the... What did my daughter do? You step out of your old car in silence. Sam slams the door and you wince, hoping the door won't come off its hinges. You don't say anything. Now is not the time. As you approach the front desk, you feel physically sick. Police officer asks you to wait. Eventually, after what seems like an eternity, your daughter is brought out by an officer with a kind face. She's a good kid, but if we pick her up for graffiti again, we will have to charge her. You nod and apologize on Susie's behalf as Sam comes to your shell-shocked daughter. As you shake her hand, the officer lowers her voice. Keep her away from that boy and I think she'll be fine. In the car, you attempt to broach the subject, but Susie refuses to say a word. After a while, you give her your questions about who is this boy might be and just drive. Hours later, you stare at the ceiling, worrying. The stillness in the bedroom is the only sign that Sam is also wide awake. Who is Susie hanging out with? Why is she acting out? Neither of you are going to sleep tonight. Susie needs to be fucking grounded, and I need to go back to work. There we go. The Tempest. Can I pause really quick? There we go. Alright. Well, I'll be right back, everyone.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather looks nasty.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That one, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his fish.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk to you.
You're probably just a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg and Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering two possible options.
With two of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley said today, "They've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too." And while it's easy to laugh, perhaps we should all just be pondering how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Fallen angel, notorious addict Johnny Hansleeve seems to have reached a new low in his battle with booze, as this recent picture reveals.
Johnny's star certainly lacks its former glow these days, with public concern over his mental and physical health growing at an alarming rate.
Let's hope that the team at the Gentle Touches Rehabilitation Centre can help Johnny get back to his former glory. Johnny's family have asked for privacy during this difficult time. We'll have reporters at the clinic around the clock, so you don't miss a thing.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Rimington's Fist CEO Sophia Rimington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are sceptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
When only a Flard will do, you need the Flardmaster 5000. That's the slogan accompanying the announcement that has rocked the construction industry this morning. The breakthrough device for aiding in installation is sure to change the way we see the humble Flard.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later,
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
you won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week, joyfully, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs. Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
On behalf of the Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're bloody lucky we're spending any time with you at all, after what you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. Wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
And you be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy, can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes, that'll be the fur, scented with hoof.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm, like our cat. before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
Bloody cat had a death wish.
And what did Mr. Snugglehug say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend." But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be, for just $89.99. And then it's a general error.